Chapter -28.82, A Christmas Surprise, still written by Frank in blue ink. The day before Christmas we were all up in one of our tree houses, the one in the she-oak on the cliffs by the sea. Lounging in that tree's big arms, Minnow and I remembered the first time we'd met Six and Jemima, two of Sky's breakaway selves. "Poor darlings," said Sky. "They were so wild and frenetic, and they got me into so much trouble. But I did love them." "We all did," said Minnow with a sad smile. "I was lucky enough to live with them when Sky was 4 and 6, said Ben. "Excellent," I said. Ben laughed. "It was," he said, giving Sky a big smile. We all gazed out at the sea, watching the ocean gulls dip and dive through the air. Sky changed the subject. "I've enrolled for Lowood next year," she said. "But do you think we might be invited to go back to Marescimar?" "Who knows," said Minnow. "I dreamt that we did. We were all at a big party in the melting classroom. It was excellent." "Marescimar parties are the best," said Ben. "They said we might be invited," said Frank. "Surely it must happen." We looked out to sea as a gust of wind swayed our tree. Far away in the distance, I thought I could see a daytime star. "Man," I said, "is that Venus or a plane?" Sky sat up straight. "Gabriel," she asked, "but he's usually a golden colour." As the light came closer and closer, we could see that it was Miguel, and flying next to him was Blizzard. We all waved our arms, and Minnow shot up to the top of the tree because she was the smallest. Once she was there, she raised a long red flag to help Blizzard find us. In a few moments, Miguel and Blizzard were hovering next to our tree. Miguel's wheelchair was billowing golden smoke. "What up?" he shouted. "You!" called Minnow, holding up her arms in a V for victory. Miguel roared with laughter. "You found us!" I shouted. "Of course!" yelled Miguel. We were so excited to see them. I thought I was going to burst. "We're here for Christmas Eve," said Blizzard, as his wizard's hat suddenly appeared out of thin air and shouted, "Me too!" "Excellent," said Minnow. "Meet you at the church." "I'm starved," said Miguel, "and my magic's on the blink. Will your people have food?" "My people will put on a feast," shouted Minnow, as Miguel revved up his wheelchair before speeding off with Blizzard. We had the wildest early Christmas Eve. Auntie Edie brought out all the Christmas food she had and said that if there was nothing left for Christmas, she'd use her magic to make more. Blizzard and Miguel ate as if there was no tomorrow. "I'm famished," said Miguel. "We got waylaid. The whole journey took days instead of hours, and, well, let's just leave it at that, shall we?" Blizzard raised his eyebrows and whispered to me, "Miguel wanted to visit an old girlfriend on the way, and the visit didn't go exactly as he planned." I badly wanted to ask more, but it didn't seem right, so I just grinned, excited to be taken into Blizzard's confidence. Once we'd finished eating, Blizzard stood up and cleared his throat. He then waved his hand above his head and 4 golden envelopes appeared. Each one had a set of rainbow wings. One envelope fluttered towards me, another to Ben, and the other 2 flew towards Sky and Minnow. I held mine in my hands, loving its wildness. It felt as if it would definitely fly away if I let go of it for a moment. It had certainly flown to me, but I felt as if it was letting me know that if I didn't take it seriously, it would head off to find somebody else who really wanted what it had to offer. "Open it," said Blizzard, staring at me with a big grin. I carefully opened the envelope, its wings flapping madly all the while. Inside was something that looked like a folded piece of paper, but as I tried to pull it from the envelope, I realized that it was part of the envelope itself. The whole envelope then transformed into an origami elephant that flew like Dumbo around the room, using its big ears as wings. After a moment or two, it hovered near my shoulders and whispered, "Shh, listen carefully." I looked at the elephant envelope and nodded. "I'm an envelophant," it continued. "My name is Hush, and I'll be your personal messenger between here and Marescimar." Hush stopped speaking. "Okay," I said. "Right," whispered Hush. "You've been invited." But just as Hush was about to finish his sentence, Sky drowned out Hush's quiet voice, shouting, "We're being invited to study at Marescimar." As soon as she'd said it, she blushed, realizing how loudly she'd spoken.